one thing you did mention, you mentioned Bob Izumi. I noticed you were fishing with him on Lake Fort and Rice Lake on one of the videos I've seen on YouTube.
Yep. Yeah, a couple years ago, Bob and I decided to film a 2-part show for his series, The Real Fishing Show, which for me, he was my hero growing up. I'm 40 years old right now, and I can tell you, when I was like 6 and 7, I used to sit down Saturday mornings, turn on Global. We had a tube TV with 3 channels, and there was none of this satellite dish and high-speed internet and YouTube. And I can remember eating my Cheerios, watching Bob Izumi. So when, we fished against each other he's been at the game. He's a legend, but I've been around Bob for almost 20 years, and he, when we were linked together and somebody said, hey, why don't you do, Joe's a guide in Texas. He's been doing guide trips on Lake Fork. And Lake Fork, for those of you who don't know, is it's a trophy lake. Like it's a flooded reservoir. It's got giant bass. It holds like 43 of the 50th biggest bass caught in Texas. So Bob came down and we filmed. Unfortunately, in Texas, we hit some really bad weather and pretty nasty weather pattern, and we didn't catch the fish we were hoping to, and we only had a little short window of time to film. But when we came up to Rice Lake to finish the show, we beat on them pretty good. We caught a wide variety of species. We got walleye, smallmouth, largemouth, and I got to end the show with a pretty good sized muskie that jumped on camera, and it was a lot of fun. And through that relationship and fishing and being able to kind of go after my dreams and do what I, have an opportunity to do what I love to do for a living, and meeting guys like Bob Izumi, and, I'm fishing with one of my closest buddies in the world right now, Brian Bickle, and, it's fishing brought us together. And this is a guy that, he's won 3 Stanley Cups with the Chicago Blackhawks. So I feel pretty blessed that I've had an opportunity to meet the people that I've met and build the relationships that I met. It's a wonderful sport. It's not a sport to get rich at, but it's something that I really love. And with the guide business, I get to share something really special with the world. And when I go on tour and I fish some big tournaments, it's pretty fun. And having built that relationship with Bob Izumi, I was asked to represent Canada at several international events. So I know you had my Sean McCall on your show not too long ago.
Yes. So
Sean's one of my best friends. Before fishing, I grew up with Sean. We went to high school together, and when I got to pick my partner to go to Florida for the first Pan American and represent Team Canada, I picked Sean, and we fished the Worlds together. And there was some scheduling conflicts, so I ended up fishing with Brian Bickle at the. We fell into the alternate position at the Cornwall event, and with that, we were allowed to go to the Pan American in Mexico, which just happened this past February, and we won gold, bronze, and silver. So,
nice.
Yeah, we went to Mexico. Team Canada represented well, and so the team from Cornwall last year, the Pan American that was in Cornwall and St. Francis, 3 teams were chosen from that roster to go to this year's World Championships in South Carolina. It's been postponed because of the pandemic. And the team from Mexico's Pan American, 3 teams have been chosen to go to Portugal for the World Championships. So competitive competition's really growing. And, if it wasn't for waking up and eating Cheerios at 8 in the morning and watching Bob Izumi on Global, I wouldn't be here right now. He's the reason I run the greatest bass boat on the planet. I run a Ranger boat. It's it's the most superior rig going, and it's the safest ride, the most comfortable, and that's all Bob Izumi's fault. So he'd laugh at me to say that.